Testosterone optimization. How's it going, guys? This is the first video you're watching. I'm Sam Hardy, and this is the natural average man's guide to testosterone optimization. What I mean by natural average man is that we're not going to the doctor and getting TRT, and we're not doing something that's absolutely insane and that's not realistic, the average person. So anybody can do this. This is all stuff that any average man can use to get not average amazing results. So let's get right into it. Quick plug: if you're interested in custom workout, diet, and mental coaching for young to mid-aged men that want to get ripped and have the mental skill set to maintain and gain progress, because I believe fitness is the foundation to success. It's the number one best thing you can do to improve your entire life. So if you're interested, if that sounds like something you're interested in, a link to a video explaining my coaching more in detail is in the description. So check that out if you're interested. But let's get right into it. First of all, eat whole foods and drink only water and electrolytes if needed. So yes, if you sweat a lot, if you're working out intensely, drink some electrolytes if you want. There's like Liquid IV, there's drinks like that aren't garbage. Just look up electrolyte drinks if you want. But getting into it, not a specific diet, more just not eating certain ingredients. So it's not that you have to follow a certain diet, but you want to avoid some key things. Things like seed oils, colors, preservatives. These are all things. So like if we look on these bottom two pictures, you see things like sodas, and the worst is like chips, popcorn, cereals, anything that's packaged in a box. Because these are all synthetic ingredients. They're made in a factory. These are not things that come from nature. These are things that our bodies are not supposed to consume. They're made in a factory, and they're endocrine disruptors. And that's a fancy way of saying that they disrupt the body's natural production of hormones. So for men, that what we would want to worry about is our testosterone production, which all this stuff heavily disrupts. That's what endocrine disruptor means. So to keep simple, eat things that existed 50 to 100 years ago. That's a good rule. And fun fact, seed oils, which seed oils are in literally every single thing that's like packaged, fried. It's what anything's fried in. Like if you go to fast food, it's in everything packaged. It's in like snacks, any junk food. There's no fast food place that doesn't use it. It's in absolutely everything. Most restaurant food, even if it's a nice restaurant. And don't let things like granola bars tell you they're healthy. They're not. They have all this stuff in it just because they're not as bad as stuff like Doritos. But seed oils were first made as machine lubricant to help the machines run better. That purpose was what it was used for. That's what seed oils were used for. And they haven't changed, by the way. That's what's in the foods that you are probably consuming now. Yeah. No wonder it's bad for you. And so if you're actually interested in a diet that is optimal, animal-based diet is optimal for hormones, health, which will give you the best gym results. The best foods, my personal favorites, eggs, beef, and fruit, and sourdough bread, quality Greek yogurt, quality dairy, any meat, chicken, pork, whatever, avocados, any fruit again. Avoid foods in plastic. Limit consuming out of plastics. So if that's drinking, even water bottles out of plastic. I have a metal water bottle on purpose because of that. Because when you eat things that are in plastic packages or just come in plastic, things called microplastics are just little breakages of the plastic that go into the drink or the food. So any food or drink that's in plastic will have microplastics in them, which again, little breakages of plastic from the container that just seep into the food or drink. And plastic is estrogenic in the body, which is bad for health and lowers testosterone. Estrogenic just means that it mimics estrogen in the body when you consume it. And this fake estrogen will lower your testosterone. They're endocrine disruptors, and they're just bad for your overall health. Sunlight and outside time. Some people are absolutely beyond vitamin D deficient, So get some fresh air, get in the sun. You'll feel better physically and mentally as well. It's good for your physical and mental health. And about sunscreen, I am not telling you to not use sunscreen. I'm just telling you what I do. I don't know who you are. I don't know how you react to the sun. I don't know how good your skin is for dealing with the sun. But what I've done is I've experimented and I don't burn. My skin genetics happen to be very good. When I go out in the sun, I feel great. I tan and I don't burn. I don't have many negative side effects. I've burned maybe once or twice in my entire life. And this is just science. This is not my opinion. There are many chemicals in sunscreen that are horrible for health, in which are carcinogens. Carcinogens are chemicals that cause cancer, and endocrine disruptors, which lower tests, and it's just bad for your health. The skin is the biggest organ, so I would recommend being very specific of what you rub, spray, or put on your skin. Your skin will soak up anything you put on it, and it goes through your body. So you want to be careful about what you put in. And again, this is my belief. I'm not telling you what to do, but this is what I believe. I believe the sun should not be feared. Monitor burns, because burning is not good, but soak up quality vitamin D. Going into the sun with the amount of time where you're not burning is absolutely awesome for your body. If you don't want chemical sunscreens, but you want sunscreen, you want to avoid all the garbage, you can find natural kinds. That is a product that people sell. I haven't personally tested them out, but I know they exist. So yeah, if you are interested in that, you can buy and look up natural sunscreens. And third of all, I know sleep absolutely should be on this, but sleep is so important that it would have to be its own video for this. But not as popular one, but also very important, calm down. Stress produces cortisol, and cortisol is a stress hormone that releases when you're stressed and has the ability to tank testosterone. Being stressed is bad for your testosterone. It can lower your testosterone and is bad for your health. Having high cortisol levels in your blood is not good for you. Things you can do for everyday activities to lower your stress. Get off your phone. I'm going to do a whole video on this because it's ruining an entire generation of people. This deserves its own video, but I'm going to put it in. Scrolling and screen time will make you feel like you don't have enough time. You wind up wasting a whole ton of time. And humans have been around for tens of thousands of years now. And our brains struggle to adapt to society, like the rules of society. We still have animalistic behaviors because we're animals. We struggle with forming together and not doing animal behaviors sometimes. Our brains are absolutely not adapted for the phone stimulation. Phone screens are not natural, and they give you that dopamine hit. They give you that excitement and that stimulation that our brains, phone screens, don't exist in nature. And they've only existed for the past 15 to 20 years. That's not at all enough time to do it or have our brains adapt to that stuff. So, with our old brains, with our old programmed brains, people are sitting there for hours scrolling, getting rapid fire stimulation, which our brains are not meant to see. Our brains are not adapted for the phone stimulation. I use social media to post, but I do not consume social media. I don't have TikTok. I have Instagram because I post on Instagram, and I have YouTube because I post on YouTube. I have nothing else that's social media. I have Snapchat for communication. I don't look at stories, and I don't look at whatever the spotlight or whatever the version of their scrolling TikTok type thing is. So absolutely cut out scrolling, cut down social media. You may think that you're going to miss out on stuff. You're not. But again, I'm going to do a whole video into that. And two other things, just meditate. Just take some time, do absolutely nothing, and just keep track of your breath. I like to do it, and I think it's great when you're feeling overwhelmed. And plan your day on paper. Get pen and paper and write down tasks that you want to do, so you're not trying to hold it all in your head, and that can make people feel overwhelmed. I've started doing that, and it's awesome. You can just look back at the paper and be like, yeah, all right, I got to do this. Easy. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Optimizing our testosterone for muscle growth. Our hormones in our body absolutely matter for health and results. So this was a pleasure to make, guys. If you're interested in my coaching, once again, you can check out the link to the video in the description. But besides that, have a good day, guys.